Welcome back to our Initiate Guide for Warframe. Today we're going to start out by finishing the Howl of the Kubrow quest. So yeah, after the 2 days of waiting for it to be grown, you'll want to come to the incubator, and then you'll want to name it, and then you'll want to mature it to actually make the Kubrow usable anyway. And yeah, there's not too much utility for the incubator otherwise. So anyway, to finish the quest, you just go, you activate the quest again, and then you select this mission. And it's basically a defense mission. I would recommend that we go take care of these dens, take care of the Kubrows, because they do drop some of the Kubrow mods. So yeah, it's a little. Yeah, these the Mark 1 melee weapons aren't exactly the greatest, but yeah. Anyway. Yeah, just keep punching the stuff, and yeah. And yeah, just you can protect your Kubrow, that's kind of the idea, but your Kubrow can also do a lot on its own too. It deals quite a bit of damage, we're dealing with enemies on Earth that are like level 1, or at least the levels are in the single digits, so we don't have to worry too much about it. See, look at that. He can also strip armor, so that's incredibly useful against Grineer and some of the other armor dependent enemies in the game. So yeah. And basically the last wave of this mission will deal with the Drakh Master and these Drakks. Just the Grineer variants of the Kubrows. So yeah, just take them on, and once the 5 waves are done, then the quest is pretty much done. Then we'll move on. So, there we go. And yeah, there's the end of the quest. And yeah, so we'll move on and try to get to the Phobos Junction. We've got to do a few missions before that. Objectives, I should say. One is that we have to kill 150 enemies in a single mission, in an endless mission. So defense, survival, excavation would be one. There's also this disruption. There's also a defection, but I don't think there's any defection mission this early on in the game yet, which I think is fair. But anyway, so yeah, we'll just keep on moving through these waves of enemies. There's when you're only playing with one person, and I mean, when you're doing any sort of these endless missions, I would say you'll want to try to squad up with at least, I would say at least 2 people anyway, just to get more enemies to kill, more quickly. Because yeah, doing a defense mission just by yourself, you're only going to get between 15 to 20 enemies each wave. So that was wave 5. I only got 88 kills there so far, so we've got to do another 5, which is fine. It's more affinity turn. Yeah, more time on the video, but whatever. I'm trying to edit through, all these kills really quickly. Yeah, you guys can do all the killing. I'm just trying to provide, some sort of guide anyway. Just to kind of make things a little easier. So yeah, through 8 waves, I think we finally got over 150 kills. So. Oh yeah, and I had some sort of weird editing thing going on. It's probably because I was, editing. I was recording consecutively 15 minutes, and yeah, this mission went over 15. It was 16 minutes, and I had to, start recording again. So yeah. Anyway, move on to our next objective, which is to try to find Cephalon Scans is what they're called. That's the best way that I can. They're kind of it's something that you go to the codex in your ship about. There's just some basic information on, well, for the codex, it'll just give some information on Mars if you were to do a full scan and whatnot. I think something like that. Anyway, so yeah, this mission was a mobile defense. I don't think I've shown like how a mobile defense plays out in the game. It's similar to defense, but yeah, where you have to keep using this little scanner thing and put it in, and then yeah. Anyway, so yeah, that's what the Cephalon scans look like. You'll have to go around the map. Sometimes you'll be really lucky and find a codex scan really close to where you start out. So, like right here. So yeah, you just pull out the codex scanner and scan. And then you move on and do the next, complete the mission. And we'll just go on to the next mission, which was Sabotage. Now, the mission before was the Mars Sabotage, which is a little different. It's it's more simpler. There's none of those containers I have to deal with. But yeah, you don't get the ability to find any of the containers for extra loot, basically. But yeah, anyway, the ship Sabotage, you get those 3 containers to try to search for and whatnot. But yeah, anyway, this is the Interception. So we've got 4 different points that you have to capture and defend. Make sure that you're for the most part, when it comes to these missions that we're doing now, these Void Relic missions, sometimes you don't want to capture all 4 of them, because if you progress the mission fast enough, the corrupted enemies that show up in these Void Relic missions, they will drop these, but they don't. The drop rate of these reactants, the drop rate isn't that great, especially compared to the exterminate and the capture missions. So yeah, like I had to skip through to the second round where we actually got all 10 reactants, so that you can actually get a reward. So yeah, we did that. Once you get to 100% and you collect the 10 reactants, then you'll be able to open up the relic and get a prime part or like a form of blueprints. So yeah, just heads up about that. So yeah, we had all 4 people in this, and so we decided to do another round. I selected that relic, and yeah. So what happened here is that we were almost about to do the same thing as the first round, which was get 100% on these captures, the towers captured and whatnot. So yeah, we had to let the enemy capture the towers before we finished, getting all 10 reactants. Anyway, then we finished the mission. So yeah, there we go. And yeah, so that was 2 rounds. We did 1 more after this, and that was good enough to, for me to proceed to the Phobos Junction. So we'll go and do that now. So just like that. And for this junction, you face the Warframe mag. And this, I've set up a shield quickly. I mean, sometimes it works for Volt, sometimes it's kind of in the best interest to kind of wait on that. Wait on using it. Just let your enemy go over to that pillar and move around this junction anyway. But for Mag, it's relatively easy to take on. I mean, I think that Mag was at level 20, and yeah, it wasn't too tough to take down, really. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. The next video will be about getting to the Ceres Junction.